Hello everyone. You may ask who I am, as this is the first video. But I don't want to answer that question. I want my terminal to answer that. So I will ask my terminal, who am I? Yeah, it said Linux freak. Yeah, I'm a Linux freak. I love Linux and open source things. When you ask Linux users like me, what you most like about the Linux, we all would say, at least almost all of us would say, command line. You may argue, we have GUI, why do you want this command line? Let me tell you one thing. GUI is something how much a developer can put into the screen, but the command line have unlimited options to explore, and it's very powerful and simple and efficient. So you may feel hard when you are beginning, but it's not hard. Once you get into it, you will feel very easy. So let us start the journey of exploring the command line, which has unlimited power. Okay, in our journey, let us start with typical command structure. So when you see the command structure, it has three parts. One is the command itself, and option and argument. Argument is something like you are giving to the command and to do something with that. So option is a way, like in specific way you are going to get the output. So let us see one example. You have seen this who am I. This is one command. So this is nothing but a binary file which is stored somewhere. So when you use which who am I, you could see the file, the path of the binary file. So the who am I file is stored in /usr/bin/whoami. So when you see who am I, I can help. We are using option here. Now who am I is the command, and we are giving one option called help to it to the command. So this option, this help option shows the how to use the who am I. So it have two options. One is help and one is version. So let us see another command ls. The function of this is to display the direct contents in the directory. So you could use this as you could pass some argument to it. So by default, it displays the contents in the current directory. So if you wanted to pass some directory, so I would pass lib. So it shows the content stored in lib. And when you give star, this star is nothing but wait, I will show using echo. So when I done this, you could see that the star is nothing but all the directories in the current folder, all the files in the current folder. So when you use ls star is nothing but it's nothing but having these all things here. So both are same. So you could use like that. It shows it can take multiple arguments like that. Android and something like lib. So it can take multiple arguments. Now let us see about options, how to use the options. So there are options of two types. One is short option, like it starts with single dash, and long option starts with two dashes. So generally short option is a single letter, and long option is a word, or it can have like this length here. So we could use one option. This option's function is like it prints one file per line, and we could use long option like this. Dot I entered. The problem here is this option needs a parameter, so we have to give which we are sorting. So if I give time, the things will be sorted by time. So if I give size, this will be sorted by size. So this is how we could use the options. So now I will introduce you to another command. So this is search. So its function is, let's see what is search. It will change the timestamps, and it's also used to create some file. So when you do fetch some file name like is something dot text. So when you see here, the text file is created. So now I wanted to create a file called dash l. So let us do that. Oh no, when I do that, it takes this as a option. So I wanted to create this file. How could I create? That is one workaround. So we have to pass this double dash, means after whatever we are giving after this double dash, it's considered as an argument, not an option. So when I press enter, you can see that the file called -l is created. So now I wanted to delete that file. So rm rm is a command which deletes, which removes the file. Let's see what is rm. Removes the file. So rm -l. So here also same problem. So it shows you're trying to remove. So dot slash. So rm dot slash here -l. So what this means is, dot is nothing but a current directory, and inside the current directory delete the file called dash help. So we can have two options to work around to handle the files like this. One is to give arguments, like giving double dash and then arguments, or if it is a file, then you can we can use this way. So I could create that again. So now I created that again, -l. So I will delete now using this double dash. So when I give double dash, the -l is argument, not an option. So it's deleted now. So as you could see, who am I? Oh, wait. So you could see who am I have two options. One is help and version. It is mentioned in GNU coding standards that the command should have help option and version option. So we could see any GNU commands, those will have help and version command, the version options. So that's it for today.